Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We're back in Middle Earth, and last time Miss Medrielle had to, she's working on solving a mystery, and now Walnoff wants her to apprehend one of the three suspects. And after thinking about it, it seems like none of them seem to be a very good suspect. Swifthorn, probably least of all, because, well, people would have clearly seen him on his patrol duties. But at the same time, he would have had opportunity to go to the cookhouse because, well, the soldiers go there and attempt to slip a poison. And his dagger or sword was found at the scene of the murder. Eldora works in the kitchen. She has the greatest opportunity, but she also has a pretty airtight alibi too, as she's been tending that soldier. Out of all of them, Wigfagal has probably the loosest alibi, although probably still fairly tight. It's really hard to tell who to pick. So, I'm going to think about that a little longer. I mean, do I want to accuse an innocent person? I don't think so. In the meantime, let's go talk to Rangar at his farm and see what's going on there. Cliving is a very nice place, isn't it? So I guess the farm, talk about the farm over this way. Yeah, apparently so. I'm just outside of Cliving, huh? We'll get on a regular old horse. We're going to skip the big bear over there, which doesn't seem to be too interested in me either. We do have some orcs here. So I guess we gotta take care of that. Goodbye. Well, somebody steady working the farm over here, despite everything else going on. Is it this farm? Maybe it's the next one over. Oh, maybe we are going a little further than I expected. Still, we did help those farmers out by getting rid of a little trouble. Ah, supposed to be this little place here. I've discovered Renger's farm. Alright, let's go in and, hello.
What brings you to these lands?
My dear Inhild, she need not worry for me. Since I first gazed upon her in the market, I have been in love, and I will do anything to be near her. I refuse to leave for Edoras, for we may never meet again. I appreciate your concern, but I will not leave without seeing her.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
I must endure the orcs until I am able to prove to Inhild's father, Huithmond, that I am worthy of his daughter. The fence gates around my farm need to be secured. Upon each of my attempts to leave my farm, the orcs have harassed me and tried to ride me down. Please help me secure the fence, but remain vigilant of the Ark Riders and their torment. He's got a very small but cozy house here. Got his little bed up here, dresser, bookcase, little chest for his necessities, some stockpiles here, cook fire, little table. I mean, it's not much, but he's got all the basics. I mean, I don't know where you're going to the bathroom, but still. Alright, let's go tend to his fence, shall we? I know, I'm being nosy in everybody's house, aren't I? Farm gate has been secured. Where is that coming from? Oh! Defeated orc tormentor, one of two. Where the heck did the other one go? Alright, where are you, buddy? Oh, are you over there? There we go. Yeah. I know, I should have gotten on my mounted steed, but they attacked me so quick that I didn't have a chance to. Alright, so we're done with that. Excuse me, those orcs won't be bothering you again for a bit.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I'm glad to see that you have dealt with these merciless brutes. I'm fortunate to have someone with such skill in my company. Let's hope that the orcs decide to relent their constant harassment now that they have seen our ability to defend against them.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Your dispatch of these orc ruffians has given me a rather clever idea. With your assistance, I have thought of a way to gain the respect of Inhild's father. There is a notorious orc thief that I have witnessed looting various trinkets and valuables from the abandoned farmstead surrounding my home. His fondness for treasure will be his downfall. Track down this orc and separate him from his ill-gotten gains. With those valuables in my possession, I might yet impress old Whithmon and be allowed to court his daughter. Heart or gold? Not heart of gold, heart or gold. I just get the feeling that this father is not interested in letting his daughter date altogether. At least no one that he doesn't approve of. Which suggests to me that he probably already has someone in mind to marry her off to. So we'll see how this plays out. Somewhere around here should be the Orakai looter. You have defeated the looter, but he carried no such stolen valuables. Oops. So he had nothing on him. Which suggests that either he never had anything, or he's hidden it somewhere. I think we actually completed. Oh, pending load. That means my bags are full. They are. What am I getting rid of? I don't want to lose that. We'll get rid of that. There we go. But, yeah. Either he never had anything, or he's hidden it. Either way, it doesn't sound like it's going to bode well for this guy's chances. Maybe if he just proves he has a spine. I don't know. Randgar's nowhere to be seen. Signs of a struggle are visible here. Uh-oh. His cloak has been torn and is stained with blood. His spear seems to have been left on the ground. Alright. I guess while we were gone, the orcs came and finished business. Not good. Now we gotta go tell the girl that, the guy that she was hoping to marry is dead. Yeah, I'm really gonna cherish this message. Let's go ahead and kill that guy over there. Okay. That done. Yeah, I'm gonna love having to deliver this one. There are a lot of orcs out here harassing climbing. Maybe while we're here, we should probably find a vendor too. Probably before we continue this quest. Just in case we have any rewards we have to take. Now, where am I going to find a vendor at? Vendor, vendor, vendor. Where's the vendor? I see no such thing as a vendor. Probably gonna be one around the meat hall. Oh, here's where the men sleep and train. Here's where they keep the horses. Somebody just came out of the guardhouse. That's kind of neat. Ah, vendors. But I don't know if they'll buy stuff from me.
It is wise for wanderers to
No,
equip
they
themselves
won't.
well.
But we can trade our silver tokens of the Rittermark here for stuff. Well, we didn't clear out a ton of bag space, but better. And I just realized something. I saw somewhere a task board. We're right here. What did I have? Punctured shields. And punctured shields are in the list. So where am I turning that in at? Oh, right to the task board. So each of those is going to get us some legendary item experience, some steed experience, and 300 reputation. And alright, I believe that was our max. Complete it. Men of the Wolves, punctured shields. Complete it. Task 10 of 10. That must be where that came from. The universal optional crafting ingredient. So we just got 5 LOTRO points. Oh, I think that was... No, that couldn't have been from that. That would have been something else, I would have thought. Close that. Alright, that's done. We can finally talk to her. Hello.
What brings you to these lands?
This is Rangar's cloak, is it not? I was worried that he'd not been found, but it seems you have been helping him after all. You look concerned, Medrielle. Is something wrong?
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Why have you brought me Rangar's cloak? Whatever concerns you, please speak your mind. You described to Inhild the scene you witnessed when you returned to Rangar's farm. She began to quietly sob. Oh no, it cannot be true. Poor Rangar, my love. Why did he not flee? I begged him not to stay on my behalf. I know that he stayed so that we might be together, but it is now doubtful that I will ever look upon him again. Medrielle, I must ask you for one final favor. You must take me to Rangar's farm, so I may bid goodbye to him in person. I will know no peace until I see these things for myself. Please speak with my father inside our home. Ask that he allow you to escort me to Rangar's farmstead. You want me to talk to your dad, and so you can go witness where your intendant was murdered. Awesome. Okay, we'll do that. I'm sure your dad will grant you this one request, right?
Will you aid the horse lords?
Inhild yet wastes her thoughts on that foolish Rengar. He's but a worthless farm boy. A woman of her standing should be courted by a wealthy noble or brave warrior. You explained to Whitmon the events at Rengar's farm and request to escort Inhild there so that she may know peace. I shed no tears for Rengar. His fate is a result of his own foolish action. I will grant Inhild my blessing to leave, but if it helps her to forget about her silly affections. But you must promise to keep her safe. Dude, you have absolutely no sympathy whatsoever. But at least you're allowing her to go say goodbye in peace. Alright. Let us go out at once, Medrielle, before my father changes his mind on this matter. Lead the way.
You have escorted Inhild to the home of Rangar, offering her the chance to have closure regarding the death of the man she once loved.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Thank you for bringing me here, Medrielle. I hope that I have not been overly troublesome to you. You have been a greater friend to Rangar and myself than you know. Please excuse me for a moment. Inhild begins to call out for Rangar. Rangar! Rangar! Where are you, my love? Oh, how I miss you. Amazingly, Rangar appears to be alive. It is so good to see you, my love. I cannot believe that it worked.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Greetings again, Medrielle. I understand you're surprised. Please allow me to explain. Inhild and I have known that we would never be together as long as Whitmon could stop us. We devised a plan to feign my death in hopes that Whitmon would allow Inhild to see my remains. For our scheme to work, we would need an outsider to lend help. That outsider was you. I'm sorry to have deceived you, but it was the only way to ensure you would be genuine. We did not wish for it to be this way, but we had no choice. Please do not be angry. You've done us a great service. Please, one final matter that needs to be dealt with. Please speak with Inhild, and she will explain.
What brings you to these lands?
My father cares for me, but he shares not my views of love. He would never allow for me to spend my life with a farmer, no matter how good that man might be. Rangar and I must depart together for safer lands. You've been so helpful, but I must ask you one final request. Please tell my father that I have gone off with a rich and handsome rider from Edoras, whom we encountered on our return. In this way he will miss me, but be altogether happy for my good fortune. So, that was all a ruse. This still alive, and she wants me to lie to her dad. Oh dear. What am I going to do? What am I going to tell you?
What brings you to these lands?
You return. I trust that Inhild has returned safely as well. Stay a moment and share with me your visit to the belated Rengar's home. So I can get Hidden Lover's robe. Don't know if I'll use it, but I'll take the robe. So, we can either go with Inhild's wish or speaking the truth. You know what? I'm not going to get in the middle of this. I'm just going to tell him what she wanted me to tell him.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
What makes you hesitate, Medrielle? Is there something you have not told me? Speak to Whitmon and convince him of his daughter's good fortune.
Will you aid the horse lords?
You attempt to convince Whitmon that you encountered a very handsome and wealthy rider along the road south of Cliving. You describe how Inhild became enamored with the man and she accepted his offer to travel together to Edoras. Can this be true? Oh, I just knew this would happen, Medrielle. I always suspected Inhild would find someone more worthy, but what incredible fortune. I only wish that she had introduced me to this man before departing. Nonetheless, I shall have to visit them someday when the roads are safe again. Thank you for protecting my daughter, Medrielle, and for bringing me such wonderful news. You have my deepest respect. Okay, well, that actually worked out a little too conveniently well. Except that, you know, sometime down the road when he decides to go to Edoras to look for his daughter, either he's not going to find her there at all, or he's going to find her there with the farmer that he absolutely detests. But hopefully by then he'll have, I don't know, changed his mind about some things. We'll see. But for now, I think that's where we'll leave it. Next time, it seems like we get to talk to the Reeve of Cliving. Until then, bye for now.